when we can see that value is being transferred, being created to benefit an end user that has no idea they're using Web3, that is the perfect example of real value, and that's what we're trying to deliver.
Hi everybody, we are here at the PBW and we are very happy to have Oliver from Hedera at 2Crypto Media. How are you, Oliver?
Yeah, doing very well. Thank you very much for having me. It's been a great event so far, and yeah, excited to talk some more about Hedera with you.
Thank you for being with us.
Of course.
First of all, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Oliver Thorn. I'm the product marketing manager at Hedera. I've been in crypto for almost a decade now. I discovered Hedera somewhere around 2020, 2021. And when I first learned about it, I just, I thought, wow, this is something different. This is something that is doing something nobody's seeing in Web3, and I just fell in love with the project. I became very, very active in the community, on Twitter, Reddit, that sort of thing, and somehow found myself getting a job with Hedera. I don't know how I did it, but it's been amazing, and so I've been working with them for around 3 years now.
Oh, very good, very good. And how do you describe Hedera?
So Hedera is a layer 1 network. You can call us a blockchain. Technically, we're not a blockchain. We use a far more efficient consensus algorithm called hash graph, which is a DAG, a directed acyclic graph. But for all intents and purposes, for simplicity's sake, you can call us a blockchain. We do everything a blockchain does. We provide EVM compatible tools. We just do it much faster, much more efficiently, much more sustainably, and a lot fairer as well. So we're owned and governed by some of the largest companies in the world, Google, IBM, Shinhan Bank, and this ecosystem of governing council members, as well as small enterprises, are basically developing decentralized solutions that are increasing efficiencies, reducing costs, and creating better products for end users.
Okay, and what services do you offer?
So as far as the services we offer, from a broad perspective, we offer the tools and infrastructure necessary for, as I said, enterprises and developers to develop decentralized applications, decentralized solutions that will ultimately create a better product, whether that's increased settlement, decreased settlement times, lower costs, increased efficiencies. That's what we're really trying to do. We see a future where everything is going to be tokenized. Everything is going to live on chain, and we're just aiming to be a sort of a core part of that decentralized economy. So on top of just the infrastructure and the tools that you'd find on most other layer one networks like Ethereum or Solana or Polkadot or wherever it may be, we also offer a number of sort of bespoke solutions. So we recently launched what we call the Asset Tokenization Studio. So this is a end-to-end toolkit for the configuration, deployment, and management of tokenized assets. So that's tokenized bonds, equities, real estate, whatever you want, really. So we just launched that. We've seen really great adoption with it. If you want to check it out, hedera.com/ATS. It's an amazing product. We also have a stablecoin studio. So that is basically the same as the Asset Tokenization Studio, but you can substitute it in stablecoins. So Shinhan Bank, oldest bank in Korea, second largest bank in Korea, if I'm not mistaken. They've been using Stablecoin Studio to pilot remittance, transfers, real-time foreign exchange between some very large financial institutions around the region. They've seen great success with it, and they're currently in development of another pilot program, and we should see some more results from that. So yeah, to conclude on what services we offer, we want to provide the freedom and configurability for people to develop their own solutions while we provide the rails. And then we also have our bespoke studios and bespoke services that we offer to enterprises and individuals.
It's a good project, huh? And yeah. And what's the biggest challenge you faced?
Biggest challenge? I think this is a challenge that probably is, it's not unique to us, but I think that it has historically been regulations.
Okay.
What is a cryptocurrency? How do you classify tokenized assets? How do you tie it to decentralized identity? How do you do conflict resolution? All of these things are sort of, for most places, they're still in the works, right? But that hasn't stopped people from building. It hasn't stopped us from building.
Yeah.
I think it's very clear that the regulation is coming. The clarity is, it's definitely on the move. So we're not going to let it stop us. We continue building, and when the regulation comes, and it will, and the clarity comes, we'll be ready for it.
Okay. And what are you most proud of in this project?
As a whole, as in what am I most proud of Hedera having done? I think what Hedera did with regards to its governance was very unique. There was a large stigma around Hedera when they first launched because, they were like, crypto is supposed to be this anti-establishment thing, and you're partnering with Google's, IBM's, these large institutions that are supposed to be the antithesis. But I think now that we're seeing the institutional acceptance of cryptocurrency, of tokenization, you're seeing large banks, even central banks, seeing the advantages of crypto, Web3. You're seeing that this sort of governance model is kind of desired by a lot of people that want to create decentralized solutions. And I'm most impressed with some of the names that we've been able to get on board. Aberdeen, Google, Standard Bank, the largest bank in Africa, Avery Dennison, whatever it may be. I think that I'm most impressed with how forward-thinking our two co-founders were, Leland Baird and Mance Harmon, with regards to, okay, as we move towards the tokenized, decentralized economy, what are enterprises going to want? What are governments going to want? And ultimately, what are developers going to want? And this sort of transparent governance is something that is unique even now, but in 2018 was totally unheard of.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for finishing, what's your biggest dream for Hedera?
So, as I said, we sort of see a future where everything is tokenized, right? We see the future of the decentralized economy. My dream, and it's been my dream since I first joined the community. Yeah. Really, and it's really easy to envision, right? It's just the way that it's sort of built out. We see ourselves, or my biggest dream for Hedera is that it is a very significant part of the infrastructure that makes up the decentralized economy, right? I mean, we see Web3 being weaved into absolutely everything, right? And I really like it when Web3 is used to bring value and to create something new where the end user has no idea they're using Web3, but they are enjoying the benefits of it. They are seeing the cost savings. They're seeing a better product, right? And so my dream for Hedera is that we are sort of the backbone of this, tokenized, decentralized economy.
Beautiful dream, beautiful dream.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for inviting me.
And for this moment. Thank you so much, Oli.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye, guys. See you.